Hello students, today we are going to solve the problems. Okay, this is the new series. Okay, problems and solutions of question paper VTU BEE question paper. It is given in September 2020. We will see that paper, okay, which is very useful for the students who are going to write this subject as the backlog. Okay, so let us see the solutions only for the problems I am solving here. Theoretical questions I already given in the previous videos. Let us move. So first I will take the module 1, then we will go for the module 2. Right, see this problem. This question was given figure shown in figure 1.b, calculate the current flowing through 2 ohms resistor. That means he is asking what is the current flowing through this I am assuming it as I3. Okay, here the current flowing I am taking it as I1. Next the current flowing here it is I2. Okay, so let us see what is the you are going to get the answer. So I am doing this can be done by either nodal analysis you can do, or you can do by the mesh analysis also. In two ways you can do. I am following the nodal analysis, which was somewhat very easy and very fast you can do. That is what we are doing. So let us apply the KCL at this node. KCL at A. You apply the KCL at this node A, what you are going to get? The current flowing here it is I1, next is I2 here, next is I3. Let us calculate, let us write the equation, that is I1 is equals to, I can write as, I1 plus I2 is equals to, I can write as I3. Applying the KCL at that node. If you apply the KCL at that node, you got it as I1 plus I2 is equals to I3. Let us write the equation for I1. So I1 you can, I is equals to V by R from the Ohm's law. You already know this. From the Ohm's law you already know what is I is equals to V by R. I1 is equals to, we can write as, here always current flows from higher potential to lower potential. That means here some voltage V we are assumed that V is less than this 36. That means we are assumed that 36 is greater than V here. So that means we can write as 36 minus V divided by, what is the resistance here? 3 ohms in this path. Next, what is I2? We can write I2 is equals to, here also I have assumed 40 volts is greater than this V. Okay, so 40 is greater than V means we can write as 40 minus V divided by, what is the current flowing? Here it is 4 ohms. Next, I3 we can write it as, I3 is equals to, V is the voltage here and 0 is the potential. Okay, so here reference voltage is 0. So V minus 0 we can write as V minus 0 divided by 2. So we can write as V by 2 ohms. So here let us substitute this I1, I2 and I3 in this equation here. So substitute here 36 minus V divided by 3 plus 40 minus V divided by 4 is equals to V by 2. Let us take the LCM. LCM if we take here 144 minus 4V plus 120 minus 3V divided by 12 is equals to V by 2. 2 and 6 will get cancelled. So 144, that is 264 minus 7V is equals to, you do a cross product here, you are going to get it as 6V. So we can write as 264 is equals to 13V. V we can write it as 264 divided by 13. What is the answer you are going to get? 264 divided by 13. So that is what I am doing. 264 divided by 13, that is 20.30. You got it as 20.30 voltage, but he is not asking that question. He is asking what is I3, that is current flowing through 2 ohms resistor. So I3 is equals to V by 2, that is 20.30 divided by 2. So what is the answer? You are going to get as 10.15. 10.15 amperes is the current flowing. Very simply you can solve. This question was asked for 6 marks. See the next question. So using series parallel reduction, okay, is asking using series parallel reduction, calculate the current flowing, current supplied by the source for the circuit shown in below figure. So here he is asking what is the current flowing. So let us consider, so these two are, how these two are in parallel. So let us replace that. First we will replace that as R1, that will be 8 into 6 divided by 8 plus 6. that means 48 divided by 14. What is answer you are going to get? That is 3.42 ohms. This is the R1 value, that is what I have taken. These two are reduced. Next, these two reduction, so this will be reduced and it will be, we are going to get it as one common resistor. This is R1. So this R1 and this R2, this is you consider it as R, so some resistor, this 2 ohm, that will be, both are in series, that I am considering it as R2. So R2 will be 3.42, that is in series with 2 ohms. Finally you are going to get it as 5.42 ohms. Okay, next, after up to this point I have reduced. Now I have reduced up to this point. So you see here, so this branch, if you observe this branch, these two are in parallel. So let us consider this entire thing as something R4. Okay, we will considering that as R3. Okay, so R3 is equals to 6 ohms in series with a parallel combination of 10 and 12, 10 plus 12. So 6 plus, you are going to get it as 120 divided by 22, that is 6 plus 5.45, 6 plus 5.45, that is how much? 11.45, that is of complete. So how these two now finally, this is R3 we are consider, and here you got R2 up to this point. Okay, so what is this R2 and R3? They both are in parallel, that you consider it as R4. R4 will be R2 and R3 in parallel divided by R2 plus R3. That means 11.45 in parallel with 5.42 divided by 11.45 plus 5.42. So if you do this answer, you are going to get it as R4 as 3.67 ohms. Finally up to this point you got. So up to what? Up to here you got. So how this 2 ohms resistor will be with respect to R4, that is in series one side. So finally we can write as R equivalent will be 3.67 plus 2. What is answer? 5.67 ohms. So we can write it as final answer. I is equals to, he is asking V by R equivalent, you know from the Ohm's law. So V we can write it as, what is V? 18 divided by 5.67. So what is the answer you are going to get? I will be 3.17 amperes. Okay, so this is the simple way the problem is given for. You can observe here the problem is given for 8 marks. Okay, so like this you can solve this problem. Next problem we will see the next problem. If you see the next problem, current is given. Actually this is the current wave, you can change it as I. Okay, this can be a current wave, means like this, I is equals to, he has to give I. So let us take I as what it is given. I is equals to Im sin omega t. If you compare the equation, what it is given for us, 140 sin 314 t. If you compare that, you will get the answer. First question is, what is the peak current? That is Im. Im will be, what is answer? Im you are going to get it as, if you compare, that is 140 amperes. See the second question, the average value. We have the formula for average value will be, that is 2Im divided by pi. So what is 2 into 140, 2 into 140 divided by pi? What is the answer you are going to get? That is 89.12 amperes. That is the average value. Next, third question. See the third question here. So what is the frequency? For frequency it is very important. Frequency is equals to omega. Omega is equals to 2 pi f. How much it is given? If you compare these two, that is given as 314. So f will be 314 divided by 2 pi. So what is the answer you are going to get? 50 hertz. Approximately you are going to get it as 50 hertz. And see the fourth question. See the fourth question, time period. Time period will be, it is inversely proportional to frequency, you are already know. T is equals to 1 by f, that is 1 by 50, that is will be 0.02 seconds. That is the time period. RMS value. So RMS value, we have the formula will be IRMS is equals to, that is Im by root 2, Im by root 2, 140 divided by root 2, that will be 98.99 amperes. That is the RMS value. Let us do the continue. So what is the RMS value you are going to get? So next, So RMS value we got. Next thing is sixth question. What is sixth question? Instantaneous value at t is equals to 3 milliseconds. Instantaneous value at t is equals to 3 milliseconds. So we can write it as, so I at 3 milliseconds. Im value is 140 sin 314 into 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So if you substitute, you are going to get it as at 3 is equals to 3 milliseconds, that is 2.30 amperes. Sin of 314 into 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3, you do it. Next question is seventh question, form factor. You know the form factor formula, that is form factor will be RMS value divided by, so RMS divided by average value. So RMS value is how much you got, that is 98.99, and average value you got it as 89.12. So if you do this division, you are going to get it as 1.11. See the next problem here, eighth question. What is the eighth question? It is asked, so what is the peak factor? Peak factor formula you already know. What is the peak factor? Is equals to, so RMS value, peak value divided by RMS value. So peak value you got it as 140, you already know, 140 divided by, what is RMS value? RMS value you got it as 98.99. If you do this, you are going to get it as 1.41. So answer is 1.414 is the peak factor. That's all in this video. So in the next video we will see the problems of module 2. So we will continue like that, module 3 and module 4 and module 5 like that. So if you are seeing first time the channel, please like, share and subscribe. You are going to get new videos daily. So you press the bell icon, you are going to get the notification. Thank you very much.